Hello, my name is Dr. Linda Wilson. I'm a professor in the College of Education at Northeastern State University in the great state of Oklahoma. Today I wanted to speak with you about a program that the Hallmark Company has entitled the American Spirit Collection. And I have some samples here today to show you. They come in a box. They have information on the back of the box about the individual. This is about Benjamin Franklin. And then when you open it up, they have Mr. Franklin here, and you see he's decorated front and back. The thing I like about it is there's extra information here in this little booklet, and here we have Benjamin Franklin, and they've gone into such detail they've even given him a tail for his kite. So many times boys and girls, they hear about people, they don't get to see an image of them to get a concrete idea of what they look like. And of course this isn't an ideal replica of Mr. Franklin, but it does show a lot about him. It talks about his clothing. You can see the lace he has here, also about his socks. And so you could ask him questions, what kind of shoes did he wear? Well, at this time they had like a unishoe, which the shoes were identical. They didn't have them for the left or right foot, and so when the people ordered them, they just wore them on the same feet, and eventually the shoe conformed to their feet. How'd they keep their socks up? They didn't have elastic back then. There's all these different things. And then why is he holding a kite? So these are good questions you could ask boys and girls. This would make a great inquiry for children, but also we usually bring things in and we don't want them to touch them. And this can be touched, it can be dropped and picked up off the ground, and it is a great idea. Here we have President Washington, George Washington, the leader of the Continental Army, the first president of the United States. There's information again on the back of the box about him. But here's George, and he's in his uniform. And you can see here the different things that he has. He's holding probably maybe a secret coded message from one of his spies. But in the back you can see how his hair comes down the back. You can see his jacket and open it up. So it's really a neat thing to take a look at, and not only talk about the clothing but the people and the contributions they made. George Washington put everything on the line, his family, his financial security, to join the forces and to help us defeat the British in the Revolutionary War. So these are wonderful people, great patriots. Here we have Thomas Jefferson, and yes, he's written the Constitution of the United States. He was also the author of the Declaration of Independence. We see him here, and he has lace at his neck and on his sleeves, and even a bow to hold his hair in the back. But just a neat thing. And also this is taken in part of his home in Monticello, and then on the outside is the picture of Monticello. And again, great activities for boys and girls and wonderful ways for them to learn about our founding fathers. Finally, I have Betsy Ross, and we all know that we believe that Betsy Ross was the designer of the continental flag, and this was the first flag that united all of our colonies together. So here she is again. You can see her front and back, and see the way her neckline is, see the lace on her clothing, and talk about the role of women and what the role of women played during the American Revolution, because they also contributed. If you think about it, Betsy Ross used her needle and thread for the Revolution, whereas George Washington, he actually picked up weapons and fought, and Thomas Jefferson picked up his pen and he wrote the Declaration of Independence. So everyone contributed with their own special gift that they had, and the American Spirit Collection also goes on into other patriots. And although this is not someone from the American Revolution, this is someone from the War of 1812. I will let you do a Google search and find out when that war was. You might type in War of 1812. But here we have the Star-Spangled Banner that he's holding, and this is Francis Scott Key. And Mr. Key was the writer of the lyrics to the national anthem. And so you could ask the boys and girls, when did America get a national anthem? What year was it? When did he write this? Why did he write this poem? So there's all kinds of inquiry questions that you can teach boys and girls, instead of just saying, here's some guy, do a biography, write 2 paragraphs. It can be a lot more. One of the things that we encourage students to do is do reenactments. And so you can take a simple sock, you can put a towel or a bath towel over a large bath towel or a beach towel over the the desk, and the boys and girls can write their own scripts and they can reenact. And so you can have someone be a narrator and you can have them actually reenacting things. So it would be great to have the bombs bursting in air with Francis Scott Key. You know, the kids would love it. The sound effects would be great. But these are activities that promote active learning engagement for the students. And when they are actively participating in things, they're going to remember it. It's a lot better than a worksheet. So I hope that you'll consider using some of these. And I also hope that you will take the time during your school year, whether it be February, we talk about President's Day, or whatever time of the year, to talk about our founding fathers and to talk about the Patriots, and also to talk about famous people such as Francis Scott Key, who was involved in the War of 1812. But it's a wonderful time to know not only who we are, but who we were, and celebrate those people. Again, great activities for boys and girls. You could touch them, you could feel them, they'll love it. And I hope that you enjoy it. Happy teaching. Goodbye.